Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Rez Podcast, where we explore ideas, habits, and meaningful conversations that help us grow, think differently, and live more intentionally. I'm your host, Reza, and today we're talking about dating after 40, modern relationships, heartbreak, self-worth, and what happens when life forces us to admit that maybe we do not have everything figured out. Today's guest is NK, and the real pronunciation is Nakia, right?
Yes.
Okay,
My
Nakia
author
Navarro.
name is NK.
NK, she goes by NK, author of When the Bar is in Hell, Dating at 40. I love the title. NK is an entrepreneur, educator, single mother, and accomplished woman with 2 master's degrees. Wow, I have 1 and she has 2. That's crazy. Who found herself unexpectedly navigating the complicated world of modern dating after 40. Through her experiences with dating apps, heartbreak, red flags, emotional unavailability, and starting over, she discovered that professional success does not automatically translate into relationship wisdom. I love that. Her work combines humor, honesty, and vulnerability while exploring boundaries, healing, resilience, self-worth, and learning to trust yourself again. NK, welcome to the Rez Podcast.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. NK, people often assume that dating should become easier as we get older because we understand ourselves better. And I actually agree with that. But from your experience, what makes dating after 40 uniquely difficult?
It's bold-faced lying. That's what's happening after 40. We are riddled with trauma, right? Like we've had the heartbreak. We may or may not believe in love. We're still pissed about the divorce decree. We have kids and all that means. And to be very honest with you, and I don't think enough people talk about it, our parents are dying or have passed. So now we're in this weird space of being like, Dad, don't do that. Dad, you're going to fall. Dad, you just fell. Now I'm at the hospital. Right. So that's a lot. That's a whole lot at being single and 40. So here I go being single, divorced, mom of 3, 1 in college. Mom has passed. Dad just passed in June. And I'm dating. You know what I mean? So I think that's the hardest part. We're in the thick of it, like at a different level, completely at the thick of it. And we have mortgages. Like what are we doing?
So here's the thing. We have baggage for sure.
Yeah.
Like the baggage is real. There's a lot of baggage that we carry at 40. I agree with that 100%. But I think there's also the growth that we have. Like for example, when I was younger, I was a judgmental motherfucker. Like I was if I look at myself in my 20s, I was one of those guys that was just an idiot in so many ways. So now that maybe it's different, tell me, maybe it's different for men versus women, because I think women develop much, like they're more mature in general. Like, you know how they always say like women are 5-10 years ahead of men? Because with me, when I'm looking at myself, when I was younger, I was just such an idiot in so many ways. And it takes a very mature man to accept a woman that has kids, for example. Because 5 years ago, I was like not willing to date a woman with kids. And now my girlfriend has 2 kids. And of course, I'm okay with it because she makes me happy and I make her happy. And so what's your take on that? Like, yes, the baggage is there, but like we're more mature at the same time, right?
No, we're not. I got more dick pics from 40 plus men on dating apps than I did the younger guys. That's number 1.
I hope you're okay with this clip going viral on Instagram, because I want to double click on that. You got more dick pics from 40-year-old men?
Not requested, just on a whim, lustful men, and me being me. I'm like, well, where's the rest of it? I mean, if that's the game we're playing, show me something worth looking at, friend. So that was my experience, and that's why I wrote the book, right? Like, what is going on? This idea that, oh, we're 40, so I'm mature, that's a bold-faced lie. And I would like to be very honest, hold on to your seats, on both sides, on all genders, wherever you're at, all genders. Because here's the thing. On the man side, I feel like, yeah, they have all this baggage, and the baggage is, wow, I didn't want to leave my person, and this person decided to leave me, and now I'm angry, but I still want to get my rocks off, so here's my dick pic, right? And then, or I'm 40 guy saying this, I'm 40, I have no kids. I'm not dating you because you have kids, because I don't want to deal with that crap. That is the baby daddy, that is the early mornings, that is the soccer park, it is. Like, I don't want to deal with this. So I'd rather date a young girl who can give me the baby, or maybe I'll just have tons of situationships. You want to try, right? So that's what I found on the guy side. On the girl side, it's, oh my goodness, I'm over 40 and I'm single. Society has said that I'm supposed to be married. I'm supposed to have a house. I'm supposed to have a kid. I'm supposed to have a career. I'm supposed to be still skinny. These boobs need to stand up and be separated. So now I'm dealing with that, right? Yeah. Oh, and then when I turn on social media, he's supposed to be rich. He's supposed to be able to fly me out. I'm 100%. Supposed to be able to say I got flued out. And so then you have that pressure, right? And it's like, well, wait a minute, time out. Do you really want the guy that's materialistic? On social media, it's like, yeah, I want to post. But then in my heart of hearts, I'm like, no, can the kid have a conversation? Because at the end of the day got to end. And I'm out in these streets trying to run these businesses, trying to deal with all this pressure. I would love to be able to have a real conversation with a real human, not someone who went and bought some red bottoms and that's what they're excited about. I need more substance than that. So that's my experience.
I'm sorry I keep doing that, but you're hitting the fucking nail on the head right there, NK. Because I agree with you 100%. Said a lot of things. Basically, so where do we go from there? Basically, like what I wanted to ask you is, you had earned 2 master's degrees, raised children, taught at the college level, built businesses, and helped other people overcome challenges. Why do you think none of that fully prepared you for healthy romantic relationships?
The same reason I just gave. I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't accountable enough. I could talk business all day. My ego, stop. It's disgusting. Like, I got to put her in a box. She could not fill up. Like, when she walks into the room, she is the room, right? It's bad news bears. And what I was finding is I was really treating men as these business deals. So I would meet a guy and I'd be like, all right, what do you do? Oh yeah, I own a building. I do this, I do that. That's so cool. And at first meeting, they'd be, oh, I'm so impressed. You can really have a conversation. You like golf. You know what a forecast is. You know what $1 million deal looks like, right? Like they were like, oh, that's kind of hot. But then the moment that I outshined them, that I overspoke, like I overtalked them, I didn't give them any space to actually, have a conversation with me. Mm-hmm. And it was like a control thing. The same way I was controlling every aspect of my business, I was doing the same thing in a relationship and not noticing it, like complete blind spot. And I'm going to be honest, not even making the space to notice it because I'm the prize, right? Don't you want to date me? I work out. I dress well. I know I'm well spoken. I'm her, right? I'm not, right? And so the reason why I'm saying I'm not is I'm not trying to down myself, but if someone got mad at me, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, as a checkbox, and then be like, you're not over that yet? Why are you still mad? That's very aggressive. That's very toxic to hold someone's anger as a thing that can be managed. That's just not fair. Oh, I'm queen of that foolishness. Queen of it.
I think intelligence can, successful people sometimes approach as you pointed out, like business, and you overthink if you're intelligent. You know how, like, okay, so here's my thing. You know how like the stereotypical stupid tall good looking guy. What's that football player who they roast all the time? He's like an idiot, right? He's a football player guy. I don't know his name, but he's not very high IQ. Okay, so typical guy, he gets laid, he gets the girls, but he's like not very smart. So what I'm trying to say is the smarter you are, sometimes the worse you are at dating because you overthink shit. Is that
I
true?
would say I'm gonna say yes. Now I'm overthinking it because I'm on this whole. I'm trying to be like an accountable adult.
Yep.
But before, like early 40, Nakia, I didn't overthink anything. I had these guys like this. I'm bad and
Okay.
bougie, baby. You know what I mean? It was like, of course my phone is ringing. Of course these guys are texting. Of course I'm being matched, right?
Okay. Okay.
And in my experience is I'm matching with the same guy. I'm looking for the same thing. He's 6'1". He's handsome. Like I can walk into a room next to him. Does he look good in a suit? Where is he from? Where did he go to school? Oh, okay, great. I'm picking the same shells and I got the same problem, right? And so towards, I'm going to say 43, 44, I'm like, gosh, why am I single? I'm like, what is going on? Like, right? What's wrong with me? The last guy I dated for a extended period of time, he cheated on me in my Mercedes. Then I
In
dated
your
this other
Mercedes.
guy.
Wait. He cheated on you on your Mercedes?
Correct.
Your
He picked up,
Mercedes?
correct. Correct.
Holy
Because
shit.
my ego is so massive. Sure, you can drive my car. I'm telling you, this dominant piece of, I bought my own house. I had two cars. I had a commercial vehicle. I'm her. I'm moving like a dominant man. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
he's not
Yep.
gonna
Yep.
cheat on me. I'm the catch. Why would he do that? Are you crazy? Right? I can have conversation. I'm golfing. Like
Wait.
let's
Pause
go.
for a
Like
second there. I'm a little bit confused because I thought that was like secureness. If you're acting that way, isn't that secure?
that's not being secure. That's being insecure. Because again, I'm not dealing with me. Because I have these material things, I have this guy who's very handsome, and I'm not letting him be a man. I don't remember his point in an argument. I don't care. I'm just he's happy to be here. He should be overjoyed that I gave him the time of day. Doesn't he know that I'm the sunshine? The sun is shining on him right now. Just be quiet, sit there and look cute. I'm telling you, horrible behavior.
I
Horrible
see what you're
behavior.
saying. So he
Of course
used
he
the shit
cheated
out
on
of you.
me.
He used you basically, this guy.
And I
Completely.
use him. You get what I'm saying? Like, of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
he
yeah.
cheated on me. The girl he cheated on me with, she barely has a high school degree. She's a beautiful young lady, but whatever he needed, of course. She was soft. She was amazing, right? Me, bull in a china shop,
Yeah.
right? Don't you want to go where you are appreciated or seen? I'm not seeing none of these men. I'm happy these men. Of course you're there. Right?
Yeah.
Where you gonna go? You can't find better than me.
I see what you're saying.
Who wants that? No one wants that. Especially a man.
I don't know. Listen, if you gave me the keys to your Mercedes and gay, I don't think I would cheat on you. I'd appreciate you. I don't know. That's just me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you'd appreciate me talking down to you and not allowing you space to have any emotion.
No. Hey, let's talk offline about this. All right. This is not about me, but okay. You got to find the right guy. But okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay. So like what? Okay, explain more. Like what ended up happening with your story? Tell us about your story because this is crazy. So like what happened afterwards and like you know what I mean? Where you at now?
Yeah, so my youngest son, he's losing his eyesight. He has a very rare disease that it just caught me by surprise. And to be honest with you, everything imploded on itself, right? Like it just I got to be super mom. Like, yes, being a businesswoman is great because that's how we're eating, but I got to be super mom. And so, quite frankly, I stopped running most of my businesses. Things just started falling in on me because I searched the country for a cure. I was looking for doctors. I was flying everywhere. I found a doctor who would be willing to give my kid a chance. I sold my house. I moved.
Oh my God.
And so I moved and got here, and it was just like go, 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 go. Every appointment, fighting the good fight to get him, all the doctors, all the king's men, all the king's horses, try to put him back together again, right? And we got some hope. And when I started feeling a little safer, I was like, all right, I'm going to download the apps. I'm ready, right? And mama needs to get laid. It's been some years by this time, right? And so that's kind of what happened. And so I started dating again, different guy, same suit though, right? And I kept having these same situations of meeting a guy who just, I was good enough to have sex with, but not to keep, or good enough to experiment with, but not to keep. I was, this one guy was like, I just got divorced and I'm trying things out. And I was like, oh, I'm the experiment pussy. Cool. You know what I mean? Like just foolishness. And again, like, I don't want to be a part of that, especially because I'm in this moment of, I need to be hugged. I need a good conversation. I'm fighting for my life out here with my baby, trying to give him experiences while he has his eyesight is literally how I'm living my life right now. Yeah. And a lot of guys are meeting me and I'm telling them, pieces of my story. And they're like, I don't want no part of this. Like, I'm all set. My child's father was like, no, the worse the condition becomes. He's like, yeah, I don't want any part of that. So he's kind of throwing his hands up. And so I'm reeling emotionally from all the things that I'm holding. And so I start dating again. I'm just like, this right guy's got to be out here. And my search is really fueled by where I'm from and how I was raised. So my parents were adorable. My mom passed away and my dad never remarried. He, if anyone asked him, he'd be like, oh, I already met the love of my life, and that, delicious. My grandparents, same thing. My grandmother passed away of cancer. And though she had a double mastectomy and, was so thin, my grandfather would still pinch her butt, like in the kitchen, and they would just be adorable.
That's adorable.
Right. So I grew up in a family of married folks. And of course, everyone has their problems, but that consistency, that loyalness, that understanding of family was really poured into me. And so I kept looking, I kept searching because I'm like, I got to find mine. Of course, I'm going to find my guy. Right. And I kept finding the same guy, married men who tried to sell me the tale of, we're on a divorce. And I'm like, all right, where the paperwork? And I just got divorced. Oh, really? Because you seem very angry. I think you need to go to therapy. Get out of my face, So I kept finding the same guy, and they all were beautifully, delicious looking men with all of these issues. And so I stopped dating again, focused on just stuff, and opened up the app one more time and met this guy. In the book, I call him Fire. And so Fire completely blew my mind, knocked down walls, and can't spoil the rom-com, but he taught me the lesson of my ego.
Book.
Yeah. He taught me the lesson of my ego. Please read this book. I think you'll like it. And it was hard to get that lesson. It was he gave me a fresh serving of humble pie. And he, at this point, wants no part of me. And I so appreciate the lesson that he offered to me. He's beautiful. He's delicious. He's so great. If I had another chance, I would jump at it. But he's like,
you're not going to tell us what happened?
I'm not going to tell you what happened. You have to read the book.
Oh my God. I so want to know what happened. Okay.
Gotta read the book.
Good. You're good at this. All right.
Thank you
fine.
so much.
So Question:
Yes.
NK? Why did you ignore the red flags over and over again? Like,
Because I could fix them. Remember my ego?
yeah,
I can fix you. Oh, you want to start a business but you don't know where to start? Mind you, that's a complete red flag because you're 44. You've never like you live, in your mom's basement. Like, what are you doing, right? But I can fix them. I can fix them. I can help them start a business. I can dress them up. I can tell them how to speak in certain rooms. I got this, right? So
yeah.
I can fix them. This is all my ego. This is all my ego, massive, massive ego. Be like, I can do all things. Just give me a book. Yeah.
Okay, so your story ultimately seems to be much more about dating. What does it truly mean to find yourself again and start over in midlife? Like, tell us that.
It's scary. It's an adventure that I'm choosing to lean all the way into. That's what it means to me. Stop pretending that I know all the answers. I absolutely don't know the answers. And just being honest with myself for the first time, not hiding behind the degrees, not hiding behind this business success that I worked my butt off for. But to me, it's easier to do that because goal, check, right? And now I got my checklist and I just work it through. It's very, for me, that's a skill set I have. But when it comes to facing my crap and my trauma and the walls that I've built and allowing people to show up full around me and not trying to control them, that's the work. That's the work I'm on right now. And so that's what that means to be 40 and actually to what you were offering earlier. Like, I'm mature now. Really? Are you? Because you're acting kind of foolish, right? And I'm saying those things to myself out loud.
Okay. Wow. I love this episode. I love it. I love it. I'm excited to like kind of make those important clips out of this episode because it's going to be lots. Okay, so let me ask you just something else. How do
Yeah.
you forgive yourself for the choices you made when you did not yet understand yourself? Like, what does the healthier version of NK look for in a partner today? And yeah, so let's start with that. So
Perfect. So
yeah,
in my book, I talk about all the dates and I'm talking cringe, raunchy, all the stuff is in there. And so one of the dates, this guy invites me over to his house. We had been talking, we'd gone out 3 times. So this is like, okay, I like him. He's all right. Cool. He has no teeth. He's wearing dentures.
okay. No
Get to the
judgment. No
house.
judgment. Yeah.
No judgment. No judgment on the denture, friends. Veneers are expensive. Hashtag that's real, right? Fine. But I don't know this. You get where I'm going? Like, I'm walking in. He's like, I wear dentures. I was like, I'm sorry. Right? And so we go to the house. We go downstairs. So he lives in his family home. It's a basement. Now, I have no problem with a basement apartment. Like, that's real. And rent is crazy. But it's a real basement apartment. I'm talking about the paint is chipped. It smells like mold. The
Holy
ceiling
shit.
on the floorboards like a real legit. I feel like someone is about to chain me to a something, and I will never see my children again. That's the level of basement apartment, right? And so
And you're
his
still good
bed,
at this point? Like you didn't run away yet?
I am legit like, what what is happening in my life, right? I just left my very nice apartment, my very nice everything, to a basement
Yeah.
that he doesn't even own,
Right.
right? His father is home and upstairs, and the kid is legit like trying to bust a move on me. And I was like,
The kid
you
is
have
how old
got
is the
to be
kid?
kidding
How
me.
how old is the kid?
This
Like
kid's 46. living his football dream, like those shattered dream, broken heart that some men still live from, like football days. Like those trophies are on the shelf, and he's like telling me all about sad moments of like, yeah, that's when, and then that's when I'm like, the Twilight Zone music is in the background, and I just like, I literally go like this. You know what? Tap out. I gotta tap out. Hey, listen, it was amazing to smell the mold in your basement. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Me and this grade A yummy, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go ahead and leave. Thank you. Thank you so much for reaffirming my boundaries. Before, Nakia would have been like, you know what? I'm not doing this. Let's go to the Ritz. Let's go to the, I would have paid. My
Yeah.
ego would have fluffed up and been like, he's real hot. I can fix him. We're not living here. You know what I mean? Because I'm good over here.
Yeah.
That's what old Nakia. New Nakia is like, yo, if you bare minimum, Nakia, he has to have at least a nice apartment. He doesn't have to own a house, just at least a nice apartment. And he has to know that me having sex in a home with his father upstairs and chip paint, it's just not what we're going to do. Like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's a long-winded way to first tell you about the book, but also I understand that that's growth. Before, I would have fixed it. I would have been like, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Now I'm like, I'm all set.
Respect. Yeah, no, that for sure. Wait, no, this guy was. Did I miss the part where you said he's like really handsome and shit? Or
Swear to God, fine. Like, he was a football jock, fine.
oh,
Like,
okay,
still
yeah,
holding on to
there you
that
go.
football muscle, tall,
Okay.
gorgeous eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would have took that ride if it was a nice house.
All right. NK, I like to keep the podcast at the 30-minute mark. We're at 26 minutes. I want to add, just to close, and by the way, I'd love to have you on again after I read your book, by the way. I hope there's an audio version because I'm not a reader. I'm an audiobook kind of guy. Like, and is there an audio version of the book?
There is not an audio version yet that I am working on it as we speak.
Okay, because you have a good voice, so I hope you
Thank you.
create that for us. After everything you've experienced, do you still believe deeply in love? And what would a healthy, lasting relationship look like for you today?
I absolutely believe in love to an annoying level of faith in love. I see love everywhere. I love love. I'm not a hater. Like, when I see couples holding hands, I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. That's amazing. Right? Like, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. So, not a hater of love.
Yep.
And what does a healthy relationship look like?
Yeah.
Is me actually allowing a person to show up fully and not trying to change them. I appreciate and love them for who they are, not for the potential I believe I can make them into. Right? And they see my crap, and they're willing and patient to help me move through, as well as call my shit out. And just be like, you know what, Nikki, I don't like the way you're moving right now. And I would respect that. I need that. I need someone who's invested in me and the best version of me. And the
That's
sex has to
beautiful.
be great.
Of course. I agree. Yeah, sexual chemistry, 100%. Oh, man. NK, this is so much fun for me, not just because I was drinking during the podcast, but because you're just so much fun to have on the show. Maybe drinking is part of it, but I don't know. I had so much fun today. So ultimately tell us, where can people find buy your book? Because I totally want to buy the book. Is it on Amazon or?
It's everywhere. So you can go to Books A Million, Barnes and Noble, Amazon.
Barnes and Nobles?
Yeah. You can go everywhere to
Oh
get
my
the book.
God.
Just bn.com and type
Wait,
in NK
tell us the
Navarro.
name of the book again.
When the Bar is in Hell by N.K. Navarro. And I just got to say this, small bookstores, you got to go to small bookstores and ask for it, because small bookstores are the backbone of the reader world, right? And so
Yes.
before you go to the big box, go to the small bookstores and ask for N.K. Navarro. That's actually where I have decided to take my tour, as I'm reaching out to small bookstores and showing up there.
Is it on Indigo or no Indigo? Because I live in
So
Canada, so we have Indigo. Like in Canada, I don't know if we have Barnes and Nobles here.
yeah. So it should be available. You have Kobo. Kobo has it. I think Indigo has it. Apple Books has it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Man, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor for me to have you on the show. Thanks for being here, NK.
Thanks for being so kind and interested in my crazy. I appreciate you. And I hope next time you don't have to drink to endure 30 minutes of me.
No, it wasn't that. It was really not that. It's just I just between us, I stopped smoking cannabis recently.
Okay.
So my next thing is to stop drinking. So one step at a time, okay, NK? So yeah.
One step at a time for sure.
Thank you again. I'm gonna hit stop and just wait 1 second before you go.